Ever watched a professional freeloader implode in real time? Imagine a deadline at 4 p.m., an angry client on speakerphone, and the office slacker discovering every spreadsheet he's copied is eating itself alive, right there on the projector screen. The best part? He built the catastrophe with his own two lazy hands. He was known around the cubicles as Derek, king of the convenient coffee break. He arrived 10 minutes late every morning, scrolled on his phone all day, and vanished for bathroom emergencies like clockwork every half hour. If a project landed on his desk, it slid off faster than a water bead on Teflon, usually into someone else's inbox, usually mine. For 6 months I played reluctant accomplice, patching his reports while he bragged in meetings about our performance. Complaints to management bounced off him like ping-pong balls. He had an excuse for everything, and a grin that said rules were for other people. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. A marquee client needed a deep dive report in 48 hours. Derek ambled over, iced latte in hand, and dropped a thumb drive onto my keyboard. Mind giving this a once-over? I'm swamped. The drive contained 15 messy spreadsheets and a half-written summary. If the report bombed, our department's largest contract would vaporize. Yet Derek strolled off to an extended lunch, humming. That evening, I sat alone in the office glow, fingers hovering above the keyboard, anger pulsing like static. Then an idea clicked as neatly as a puzzle piece. Earlier that week, I'd asked Derek whether he was comfortable with advanced Excel. He'd laughed. Dude, I barely know VLOOKUP. Perfect. I opened each spreadsheet and went to work, weaving a web of hidden formulas. Nothing malicious, just clever misdirections. A customer ID column referenced an invisible sheet. Revenue totals depended on cells formatted to display blanks until someone pasted over them. A circular reference lurked under a single innocuous link. Look up close and everything seemed normal. Copy and paste the data though, and totals flipped from black to alarming red or vanished entirely. I tested, untangled, retested, making sure every trap triggered only after interference. Then I saved, locked the files, and placed them back on the thumb drive. The following day, Derek drifted in, asked if I'd handled the grunt work, and kicked back scrolling memes. I kept my own screen filled with unrelated tasks, letting the timer wind down. At 3:30 p.m., the client requested a preview. Derek swaggered into the conference room, laptop under arm, and projected the first sheet. Within seconds, the revenue column erupted in hash value exclamation errors. He frowned, tapped undo, hit paste again. Customer counts doubled, profit margins turned negative. He scrambled to another sheet. Quarter-to-date numbers collapsed to zero. The client's voice crackled through the speaker, shifting from puzzled to sharp. Panic widened Derek's eyes. He mumbled that he'd email an updated file in a few minutes and killed the call. Sweat mottled his collar. He rushed to my desk, whisper shouting that something was wrong with the source data. I swiveled around, adopting concern. Weird glitch, I said. Maybe disable automatic calculations? I can't right now. I'm on a separate deadline. He bolted back, tried deleting formulas only to watch totals cascade into nonsense again. Cuts, copies, pastes, every move tightened the knot. At 4:45, our boss emerged, summoned by the client's second furious phone call. She watched Derek battle the file, each correction spawning fresh chaos, and demanded an explanation. He blamed corrupted downloads, legacy formatting, solar flares, anything. She wasn't buying it. She ordered an immediate hand audit of every figure and told Derek to stay late until the numbers matched. When the boss left, Derek slumped over his keyboard like a deflating balloon. He worked through the night, or tried to. Around 10 p.m., he emailed me a single line. Please help. I can't fix this. I answered at 7 a.m., politely, from home, suggesting he roll back to the previous clean version he'd surely saved. There wasn't one. By the time I arrived, HR was waiting outside his cubicle with a formal notice. The project had been reassigned. Derek was placed on unpaid leave pending review. Word of his downfall spread faster than office gossip usually dares. Turns out nobody missed the bathroom marathons or last-minute email dumps. The next week, our boss took me aside, thanked me for consistently stepping up, and reassured the team that workloads would be redistributed fairly going forward. Translation: Derek would be doing his own work if he returned at all. I never admitted my part. There was no sabotage, just spreadsheets that required basic competence and accountability. Derek supplied neither, and the numbers simply reflected that truth. Sometimes karma doesn't need grand gestures. It hides in plain sight, waiting for the wrong person to hit Control-C. If you enjoyed watching a freeloading coworker get hoisted by his own spreadsheets, tap the like button and hit subscribe for more stories of well-aimed consequences.